Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines in Sandboxia. Now, earlier today, an update which was the airports and loads of bug fixes really came out, and I've got the two new DLCs. So, one of which is okay. Let me go over the updates first. So, I don't think it'll let me do it because I'm in Sandbox, but you can sell soil now. So if I'm flattening areas out, then you can now sell soil. Also, there's brand new trees. Just to preview a couple of them. Obviously, it's dark, so it's not going to be very good. But yeah, some brand new trees added, and some new maps, which I've got as well. Now, something else that was added was custom vehicles. Now, this is what this means. So you can either have the plain normal ambulance in the game, you can have the fly car ambulance, and you can have the large ambulance. Now, I have this on random at the moment, so if we do get any ambulances going, you could see a brand new one come out any time now. Here we go. We're going to the first person. Down here. Yeah, here's one. The large ambulance. This is, I think, an American style ambulance. And it actually looks quite cool. Pretty well detailed as well. And then obviously there is the sort of normal car ambulance, which I want to see if we can get one of those out. Right, okay, so if I set all these to the fly car ambulance, then all of the ones that spawn from now on should be the fly car ambulance. Hopefully. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. But there's also new vehicles for the fire station as well. So we have the fire truck, large fire truck, and mini fire truck. There's also vehicles for the police station, the police car, the mobile command center, which is sort of like a bus, you could say, and the police supercar, which I think would look awesome. So yeah, is this one? Yeah, here's one. Here it is. This is also like, I think, an American style one, but it also looks like the English ones that we get around here. So, yeah, it's like a first responder, really. I'll say that back to random, because, we want all these around the city. And, here's a command center as well. Yeah, look at a huge truck that's just patrolling. I think this is quite cool. Anyway, I'm going to start where I left off. I left off at the beach, so I think it's time I just finish this off because it still needs finishing off. So it's time to begin. Right. So what I usually like doing is putting down these park benches on the thing, so it looks similar to like sort of like people when they like put down their like rug on the beach and stuff, and they sit on it, they bathe, whatever. And also, this was built in the last episode as well. That will most likely not be used, but it's more or less just aesthetic. And also I'll put a couple of lights every now and again, just to make it a little brighter than a pitch black on the beach. But next to the benches. Okay, I think that looks okay. And that is basically the beach done. Now we're just going to wait for it to gain visitors, and it will slowly level up over time. Right, so next up we're going to start this area over here. So, yep, stuffing is on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, some traffic block up on the highway. Right, no, I do want to sort this out. It's more or less the people coming off this area here. If I just make that all one way that way. Don't want that. And that should just let traffic flow nicely off. Yep. Oh, and the park is just leveled up as well. That's good. So we'll slowly get more and more visitors, more and more tourists, and it will end up being very nice. So, now I'm going to change this to be residential, change it to this. And I'll just change this all to be residential. Just so that we can get some more of residential in, so that obviously the city doesn't crumble. Okay. Right. Time to get some roads in, but first of all, I think I want to start the train line just enough so that I can just plan it out now and then don't have to demolish roads and buildings and all that later. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. Okay, I think we're gonna go through here, like across there, and then I'll bring this out to right here, and then just cut it across there. That doesn't look that bad, I don't think. Right, water as well. Actually, I need to do that. Now I'm going to do the other side of the rail as well. Right, that's done. Come to the other side. Now I think I want to have it going over here, so I've got to make it more or less follow the highway. And make it go up to begin with, following this highway. This might be interesting to do, actually. Alright, so first of all, I think I'll bring it to here, and I'll just run it straight across to the other side, linking it with that. So I've gone up. I don't know how this will look. Maybe... yeah, that's not that bad, actually. That'll be good. And then I will just run these up to about here, have sort of a nice... Right, so I think what I'm going to do is have the train line curve to... this might be interesting. Yeah. Is this it? It seems to be. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this across a little bit, just so that it's in line with this. So, I believe like that. Is that in line? No. That. I just need it in line more or less so that it doesn't mess up. Here, try that. See how that works out. That will be in line. Oh yeah, perfect. There we go. And then we'll just bring it across to here. Very nice. So that's done. So this area I can just now freely build in without worrying about pre-planning. Right. So time to build in some more roads. Turn this off. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to just follow this as cleanly as I can. Just up to here, where I'll run a road across like this with snapping on. So it kind of... maybe one across. Right. Try that, maybe that'll fix it. No, it still kind of just links to there. Okay. Hopefully this will work nicely. I'll cut that across and do... alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That knocks it down to 3. You know what? That should be fine. It's not knocking it down too much. And then I'll just bring the area up to there. Perfect. And I believe the power is now cut across, so we can finally get rid of this. Send it no longer required. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the gritty part of this. So... this then. So I think I'll start by doing one over all the way down to here. And then I think I'm going to do a fancy thing here, where I just bring the road down, and and then I'll put trees in between, most likely, like in this gap here. And then I'll bring roads down. I'll put water in, fix up the traffic lights, and then I'll unpause. Okay. I'm gonna put down a new fire station and police station on this side, and then I'll put down some of the IT clusters just along the train line. So they want some nice high-rise buildings against these. And those should fill up pretty quickly. Hopefully connecting the oh wow, it's like instantly. I can also get rid of that, and that should be fine. Okay. Yep, that's perfect. And then I can run these just like down through here. And again. And again. Now, the thing is with building loads of these IT clusters is that eventually, if you have too many of them, it will start coming with an error or like sort of a complaint of that there are not enough buyers for products. Now, I don't really know why. Maybe it's because there's too many like iPads, TVs, whatever, because that's more or less what they sell. But there's too many of those, so that a lot of them, more or less most of them, can't actually sell them. So then they start going out of business and abandoning like half of my buildings in the city. And also this is cleared up quite nicely as well. Yeah. Now it's time to get rid of this, which is kind of satisfying. Kind of. Okay, now with this new update also came these new trees, but you can now replace the trees on these to tropical trees, and also any type of tree you can change this to, but it has to be on treed avenues or roads or whatever. Now just to prove my point, let me build some of these. So here's a grass road, for instance. And here's a tree one. And then I'll do tree ones for that, which is off center. And of course this. And then you can see I can't change this one, but I can change this one, and this one. And they just look 10 times better. And the trees do vary as well sometimes, which is either okay or it can be bad depending on what preference you want with them. But I'm going to change these kind of tropical trees because I think they'll add to the more or less tropical vibe of this place, which I'm going for, and it will just add to aesthetic. Okay, and that should be all of the highways, avenues done, more or less. Obviously, I can't do the tram. Well, after I've done up to here, I'll add in the key as well to the side, just so it looks a little nicer. And look, as you can see, all these buildings are starting to build up, and look at the size of some of these. Look how tall they are. They're humongous. Now, I think what I'm going to do now is start adding to the aesthetic of this place just a little bit. So I'm going to demolish these, which really is not going to do well for my population, and change them to IT clusters. Same with this, and change all of these guys into IT clusters, just because I want more high-rise buildings in the center here than these lower buildings, because this is downtown. We don't want the small buildings around here. It's not good enough. Okay, we'll see how that does for now, because we do have the occasional tall building for the residential zones, and they will gradually get taller, because as you can see that this one's half the way to max level, and look how it's reasonably tall already. So we'll let those upgrade otherwise. And we also may need to add some more residential, since I've just demolished a lot of it. And we've also hit 10k. I don't know when that was, but anyway to 10k. I'm gonna add some more. I think I'll leave that as commercial. Add some more IT cluster buildings in. Okay. Gonna add some parks as well, I reckon. I'm gonna put one just here, I think, would be nice. That should just keep up the leisure a little bit. Maybe add a Japanese garden. Wait, what's this called? Yeah, Japanese garden in. Probably one down here, maybe. Actually, I think we'll add a small pier over here just to add to the same with over here. I'm gonna just keep these guys happy. Add some more piers just to keep them even more happy. Okay, ooh, this one's not a road connection, seems to be too small. Maybe it's not far close enough to the road. Yeah, there we go, that's a lot better. Now these guys are happy, leisure, yep, perfect. Okay. So, this seems to be going quite well. Oh, we won the next football match as well. That's good. Winning 80 grand. And we're next up against Sanrico on the 1st. Wow, that's a long time away. That game must have just happened then. Oh, it's a mobile command center responding to the call at the Holly residence. Next to the depot. Okay. You do you, Holly residence? Okay, I'm looking out. Oh wow, this is bad over here. Oh. Oh, I didn't realise these had custom ones as well. Oh, whoa. The large garbage truck I do like the look of. This one looks quite nice. What is doing? Let's have a look at some others. It's the large one. That is the mobile command center. This is the small one. They do look quite cool though. Now look at this. Looks quite cool. Well, that's definitely the thumbnail. 100%. Yeah, that's definitely the thumbnail. Right. I don't know if I've had anything new here. Doesn't seem. Oh, shipyard. Oh, right, yeah. That was it before. Campus. Doesn't seem it. Also, we will be building some of these as well, the variety sports. Like the baseball park, the American football stadium. All of those will get built at some point. We've unlocked any more of these while I wasn't. Yeah, we've got all City Arch. This might be good just here, I reckon. That's a nice place for it. Yep. Mall of moderation, that still hasn't. Ooh, yes, this one I really like. Yeah, I think that's the Grand Mall. Yep. Put that in its roads. And that. Okay. Now that's been added. I think I should add a couple more roads in just to start finishing off this area so that we can move to the next part of the city. We're gonna have more roads just there. Probably an angle of that. There. It's quite hard to do these roads. Ooh. Actually, I don't think that bit in the middle is that bad because you can add these. Now, something I do want to test with this is, can you change the, well, more or less, actually, can you, oh, you can change it. Oh, yes. Obviously, we're going to be changing those. And change these ones as well. Oh, good. I'm going to change these ones as well to the one that we want. Okay. Good. Nice. Now, what I'm going to quickly... No, I did this off camera, but I'm going to add like trees back here because I don't think anyone really wants to see that. So, yep. Right, time to finish off the roads because I got distracted. And I think I'll have more trees in there as well. Okay, that's good. So we seem to be getting a little bit less demand for everything in the moment. Where does this go up to? Oh, that's good actually. So now I can build this up to not not there. We'll make it maybe there. And we'll do it over, back down, connect it, and then I can just get rid of that. And then I can zone this the way I want to. Very good. You know, maybe some more IT clusters in just here. Then we'll switch back to the residential. Also now finally getting some commercial demand again. Getting some of that built. And also this building, I didn't mention it in the, I think it was the, no, it was the first episode. It's called Temple. A Temple. Yeah. It's almost just an ironic, isn't it? It this place. Oh god. Well, the education and the employment issue seems to have solved itself now. Just a couple more buildings just need to be demolished, and yeah, that seems to have sorted itself out. Now also, what I don't get, the blimp stop causes noise pollution. There are no blimps. Why are you complaining? Well, who knows? They can do themselves, I guess. Right, where can this go nicely? I think just here could go good. Actually, what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to have separate routes for the different areas. So I'm going to create a downtown route for this and call it downtown route. I'm going to have this fly just over the beach and come back in here and it will land. Then I'm going to have this one just fly sort of just out to sea, come back in, and then actually going to cut it straight through downtown, make it do a, actually no, I'm not going to make it through downtown, I'm going to make a different cut through downtown. I'm going to have this one go to here, then I'm going to cut this one straight across the highway, just loop it back around to this. I also need to add water, so I'll pause the game, just so I don't forget. Now I'll loop this one around downtown. And then that will be there. Right, I'm going to sort out this water problem quickly before something bad happens. If something bad already hasn't happened. So I'm going to put this here, here. Put that across. I'm going to bring this down, that, and, ooh, go off center there. I think it's safe to pause it now. That, and this. Okay. Now, also, oh, the post service has been moved to here. Oh, that's interesting. It was originally, I think, in here. No, I can't actually remember where it was. It was somewhere weird though. I think it might have been in unique buildings actually. I'm not too sure. I can't remember where it was. Oh, the Expo Center. We're at 189 weekly tourists. None of these buildings are actually unlocked. Ah, stadium. Ooh, that fits very nicely here. Gonna do that, 100%. Now this is a very odd building. It doesn't really go on the end of the streets nicely because it's single tile off, which is quite annoying. But then hey, not all buildings are shaped perfectly. Also, I think the death care, ooh, is not very good here. Okay, so I'm gonna add another cemetery next to this. Then I'm gonna put 2 of these here, and I think the hearses may, yep, have different models. So you have the luxury hearse, coroner's van, and the hearse, which is the normal one. Now I'm gonna think yeah, look. So this is the normal hearse. No one wants to see that, and normal hearse. Okay, that was great. Wow, that was okay. Looks like looks like another police command center is going off. These new vehicles, I think, are just really cool. This update is really cool, I think, especially with like the new roads and stuff. Like, but just adds so much to see. Like this already looks so much more tropical than it did before. It looks like you're actually by this ocean, in the desert, in like a tropical rainforest. When actually just behind you, there's that, and also that's a good picture. Actually, quite a good picture. Now, what I've also done in previous cities is I've run the train line right next to the highway. So I've just run it straight along here, basically. But since in this city I wanted to do stuff like this and have it cut off in different areas, I haven't done that. I'm just going to make it run sort of close to it, but not too close. And also, we seem to be getting quite close to being actually finished with the downtown now. Or the first bit of it. So that's quite nice. I think we'll just add... Okay, well, I think I'm going to change this up a bit. I'm going to make this, this, and this. I'm going to actually get rid of all this and make IT cluster. Show you all buildings that I've already built. I do apologise for this. It's just that I want to organise this well. Just so we have the taller buildings inside our smaller buildings outside as well. Now with the hydraulic colander, this place, it will just go educate a lot easier. And what do I actually need for it? There we go. Construct Colossal Order Office. Where is that? I think it's down. Yeah, there it is. Education expenses 20 grand. Right, I can already up that insanely by just running that all of the way up. Okay. And in the next episode, I think I'll start building a campus, maybe over here, after flattening out a big area, I reckon. And also add the variety sports area. Since downtown is, I would happily say, done now. And also these new buildings around the outside have just added so much more to this place. It really has. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you have enjoyed, subscribe, because I'm slowly increasing.